retired lieutenant colonel. He's retired VA mental health nurse. And this list could be many pages, okay? Guy's the recipient of 24 awards, including the Purple Heart, the National Defense Service Medal, the California Service Medal,
That is a Bronze Star.
and Merit, another Merit Award.
Yeah.
We could go on and on.
Yeah.
But let me just say that, you know, since he retired, he's done an awful lot of work with guardsmen and reservists who will come back from the 2 wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. So thank you for joining us, Guy.
Okay, great, thanks. So, good morning. So, my name is Guy Lamunyon, and I want to explain to you how I got involved with GiveBack Yoga. I've been a yoga student since 1970. Some folks have asked me, are you an instructor? No, but I have some other qualifications. So, and I've been, you know, in a serious meditation practice since 1980, studying all the 112 major meditation techniques. So, what happened here to get me involved in GiveBack Yoga is I read an article in the local paper. I'm a local Sedona resident. And Jeff Masters, had an article in the paper saying that he wanted to give free classes to veterans and his yoga students. So I called him up right away and said, you know, how can I help? Now, I'm not a yoga instructor, but one thing I do have is a lot of experience in working with veterans. So I know about veterans claims, the Department of Veterans Administration Health, because I work there and I'm retired from that system. So I said, if you need some help, I'm glad to come. And then I found out about the GiveBack Foundation. I said, well, what can I do for GiveBack? Well, I do have one thing. I got all this rain. So I got in touch with Rob and said, gee, would you like an endorsement from a rather high-ranking retired Army officer? Civilian people, the only folks above me are generals and full colonels. So I'm pretty up there. So I said, would you like an endorsement? He said, sure, I'd like it. So I wrote him an endorsement. I wrote for GiveBack. I have used many of the yoga exercise and breathing techniques being taught by GiveBack Yoga Foundation personally, and with soldiers, veteran patients, and civilians for over 30 years. I have found these techniques helpful for patients with substance abuse, combat stress, PTSD, and other mental health problems. I heartily and enthusiastically endorse the efforts of GiveBack Yoga Foundation to assist veterans to heal from combat and stress-related problems. So that's one good thing that I could do. So on a little bit about what is a veteran. One of my favorite little quotes is, a veteran is someone who at one point in their life wrote a blank check to the U.S. government payable in the amount up to and including my life. That's what a veteran is. So veterans, on your feet. Veterans. Now you know who they are. How many of you, if you were called back to service today, would go? How many would go? Now, I have asked this question in my work at the Department of Veterans Affairs. I have asked blind veterans. I have asked veterans with amputations. I have asked veterans with severe mental health problems, and almost 100% they say yes. So this is what it's like to be a veteran. So in order to make the connection here between the military mind, and the yogic mind. I want to read a little something. This is the Soldier's Creed. So this is one of the live-by things for combat veterans. I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the military values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert. I am a professional. I stand ready to engage and destroy the enemies of the United States in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier. What does this have to do with yoga? It has to do everything. This has been taken up by veterans groups. Don't leave soldiers behind. So veterans groups are now saying, do not leave fallen soldiers behind. Don't let them be homeless. Don't let them be suffering with alcohol and drug addiction and PTSD and all these other things. So I salute you all that have come here to do this, to pay it forward, and to show appreciation for the folks that have served. It also talks about mission. So what will your ongoing mission be, leaving this workshop? You knew it when you came here. This is what you signed up for, right? Like some of us volunteered for the military. You signed up for GiveBack Yoga, so that's great. I'm very proud of that. So, and you're going to seek out veterans and serve them, and I don't think there's any finer thing that you all could be doing. So, thank you all for coming.